We're here. We're here, ornery old man. Well, the Vikings did what we thought that, not thought, we're hoping they wouldn't do. They're stepping on their Peters left and right.
Well, they're getting their asses kicked. They're getting out physical, both trenches. They can't get no pressure on Andy Dalton, and Cowboys D-line is having their way with their O-line. They're stuffing the run. They are all over Kirk Cousins. They're getting out physical in every aspect of the football game.
Would you stop saying out physicaled?
Well, they are. Most to say. Pissing me off.
Out physicaled, yes, they are being out physicaled. It's not just out.
Cowboys D-line.
It's not just out physicaled. It's out mentaled, because penalties are absolutely killing them.
Well, yeah, and how many of those penalties have been bullshit calls? You see the refs missing the helmet on Kirk Cousins there with the fumble.
Well, there wasn't a. No.
What?
That wasn't a penalty. They didn't throw a flag.
I know, but they should have. They should have thrown a flag on that one. They didn't. They missed it. It was clear as day. The guy was sitting there watching it. Didn't throw the flag on that one. Then you have Chris Boyd making the stupid move there on the fake punt, and then Britton Colquitt after that goes ahead and kicks it 17 yards. It's one of these games where you just we kind of worried about it a little bit heading into it, and then the Vikings go ahead and do it. Lay a turd all around.
Well, Vikings 6 penalties to the Cowboys 1. Time of possession's pretty damn even. Turnovers are absolutely killing the Vikings. Those 2 fumbles just killed them. When the Cowboys went for it on 4th and 1, which to me was the dumbest thing I've seen Mike McCarthy do. They gave us a gift. It was an absolute gift. We could have went down, worst case, get a field goal, and we still get the ball back. We did the worst thing possible. Fumbled. Dallas goes down, gets 3 points. That was very, very painful.
No, thank God they only got.
All right, Lupagus is officially frozen because I think he's still up on dial-up internet. So we'll just sit and watch him as his face is froze. But I'm gonna keep talking about this game. Andy Dalton, 12 and 19, 137 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. This is what we had to. We wanted to put the game in Andy Dalton's hands. We did, and unfortunately, he is coming through. CeeDee Lamb with that just ridiculous catch and the touchdown. Looking at the Vikings stats, Kirk Cousins, aside from the fumble, which I think pretty much almost every quarterback probably would have fumbled that ball with that hit when he came around looking for him. He's played a pretty clean game. What I'm surprised about is Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook has not I was expecting a very, very big game from him. Are you back?
Can you see me?
You were frozen. So Dalvin Cook is a big surprise to me. Just the fact that he's not really doing a ton on the ground. He is officially 12 for 37 with a touchdown, averaging 3.1 yards a carry. The carries are there, just the yards aren't, and a lot of that has to do with the offensive line hurting for a squirting.
Yeah, I don't know if Ezra Cleveland is the glue to this thing or what it is, but they are definitely not the same unit we saw last Monday night in Chicago. They're just getting beat. They're getting out physical. I'm going to say it again. It's what it is. And Dallas is coming to play. They're bringing it to the Vikings, and the Vikings are receiving it, and it's hard, and there's no lube.
No, they're just they lowered themselves to a level. They're being outplayed by a 2-7 team that really hasn't looked that great. They've done some good plays like that. Like I said, I already said it. The CeeDee Lamb catch was ridiculous. You got to give him credit for that. That's like one of the best catches I've seen all damn year.
That was insane.
But God, all right, let's look at some positive things. Vikings, Justin Jefferson had that nice catch. Eric Kendricks with a ridiculous interception as well. What's Zeke up to? Zeke's 10 for 40, nothing crazy. Our secondary isn't playing that great.
Jeff Gladney, I thought, kind of had a turd out of position a couple times, bailing off the route, or I don't know if he thought Harrison Smith was coming over the top or what. Wasn't there. Chris Boyd with a couple boneheaded plays, the punt, and then he had another one. Can't remember what it was, but the KJ Osborne, again, he's going to be the next rookie to get off special teams with that fumbled first punt there. I just had a feeling something bad was going to happen. And, the Vikings, we should talk. They actually had a blocked extra point. I can't think the last time the Vikings actually blocked an extra point. I think I was still in diapers. It's been that long.
Yeah, I mean, special teams. Let's give it up for our new long snapper. He's had some good snaps. It's pretty sad when you're
Warned his
excited
number.
about that, but he has had some good snaps. KJ Osborne. I mean, I don't want to say I'm done with the guy, but there's really no reason for him to be out on the field right now. Even when he returns a clean punt or a kick, he doesn't really do much with it. You might as well put Amir Abdullah back there, where chances are he's probably going to catch the damn thing. But yes, block on special. That the extra point block was great. The blocked or the fake punt, I think that was just improv. I don't think that was planned at all. Just Chris Boyd got way too damn excited. I don't blame him. I would have been excited too.
Well, just wave your hand. Don't run down the field before the ball snapped.
Cole could just said that pass took about 20 minutes to get there too.
No, it was actually better than his punt he had the next play. Farther. Yeah, I don't know. To me, it's just the Vikings got toughened up here, matched the physicality of the Cowboys. Because right now they're getting beat on both sides of the ball. The Cowboys just playing with more fire, and they've got to give them some credit for the way they're playing. No one expected this out of this 2-7 team. They have punched the Vikings in the mouth, and they are staggering against the ropes like Rocky in Rocky 4.
Yeah, well, in Rocky 4, Rocky came back, so he beat that Russian. So we'll see what happens. But the Cowboys seem like they're playing. I was actually surprised they went for that field goal at the end and didn't run more play after going for that 4th and 1. They seem to be playing at like a 2-7 team with nothing to lose and kind of going balls out, which isn't really Mike McCarthy's style. So I'm a little bit surprised about that. I hope they keep doing it. I hope it ends up burning their ass a little bit, because when you put the game in Andy Dalton's hands and let him start flinging that thing around, it's going to catch up to him.
You can't. The Cowboys are still in the thick of their division. You can't say they have nothing to play for. They're right in the middle. They're right in the thick of things. They have everything to play for, and they're showing it. And they're playing like they do. You just hate seeing the fat walrus Mike McCarthy have any success against the Vikings. I can't look at that guy. He disgusts me. So hopefully the Vikings turn around and have a much better second half here, because things really can't get much worse than what they showed us in the first half.
All right, well, let's quick rattle off some things that they need to get right. I mean, obviously they need to tighten up on those penalties. Very, very tough to let's see. They had they had six penalties. They cannot turn the ball over again. They get the ball back at halftime. They need to go down and get 7 on this first drive.
Absolutely have to. If they go 3-0 or anything other than points, it's going to really hurt their chances of winning this game. And it's got to be some kind of a pass rush here. The Vikings aren't getting any pressure on Andy Dalton. He's got all day back there. So that has to change, and maybe just solidifying some coverage here. It seems like we're a little bit confused back there. I know they have 3 talented wide receivers, but these guys are getting wide open and having a lot of separation. Yeah,
we got very lucky on that 4th and 1. Cedric Wilson dropped that. It wasn't a great pass, but he still dropped that damn thing.
Zeke was wide open on their side.
Yeah, he would have been gone. He would have been gone. We got a gift. We've been getting gifts, even though we've been playing a horrible game. Brett Bush Jones needs to step up a little bit. We miss Ezra Cleveland. It's good to see Irv back out there. He's doing good. I'd like to see a little more Alexander Madison. Why not? There's been a lot of random running backs that have put up a lot of yards on the Cowboys this year. So Madison, get him in the mix, get some tough yards, keep running that damn ball. Scold Soup saying it is not over. It is definitely not over against this. I mean, we just got to score on this first drive.
Yeah, it ain't over, but it ain't looking great right now. Madison, we might not have an option. Dalvin Cook was dinged up on the last one. Who knows what his status is? I haven't heard anything. Hopefully he's back. But that was definitely a big shot he took.
He's going to come back, and he is going to be hungry. So we'll see what happens. The second half's about to start. Any prediction for the final? What are you thinking?
I don't know. I'm going to say the Vikings squeak one out, but it's going to be ugly. It's going to be gross, but maybe they can pull one out here in the end. And Todd Davis, or whoever it was, I did not get a deer. The hunt did not go well. I missed your comment in the first video.
And James Lynch had a beautiful tackle in this game. We definitely got to mention that. I think you're right. I think the Vikings are going to end up sneaking this out, even though they're down by what?
9.
What are they down by right
9.
now?
I think it's 16-7, isn't it?
16-7. They're going to score on this drive, even if it's a field goal. They're going to come out and they're going to pull it together. Something tells me Zimmer's going to scare the living bejesus out of them when this happened. Basically say losing is not an option. They're going to get this win.
Well, let's hope so, because right now it is disgusting.
All right. Well, make sure we're back. What's that?
Very unhappy Lupagus right now.
Yeah, it's just gross. It's new once it was started to go down. It's just gonna be like, God damn it! This is gonna be the game exactly what we didn't want, and it's here.
The Cowboys too.
It's the Cowboys and Mike McCarthy. The worst part about it is just watching Mike McCarthy. All the days back in the Packer, there's nothing worse than watching his face and losing to it. So hopefully they come back, stomp them, and we'll be back after the game with our studs, turds, and a full damn.